Hi, my name is Wan-yen Hsu. I work for HP. I'm going to give you a brief overview of IronMan, and my colleague Renki will provide the demo for the IronMan driver. ILO management engine provides the remote lifecycle management for HP Proline server, and IronMan drivers, ironic parking driver, it uses the ILO function to enhance security, manageability, and reliability of OpenStack bare metal deployment on HP Proline servers. In Juno release, we have two PXE-less deployed drivers. The PXE-less, the ILO virtual media iSCSI driver. This driver uses the ILO virtual media to boot the ironic deploy RAM disk and kernel. And we also have ILO virtual media IPA driver. They use ILO virtual media to boot the ironic Python agents RAM disk. We also added the UEFI boot mode support to the driver. User can use the Nova flavor to request UEFI boot. And the IronMan driver will discover the current configuration of the boot mode on the bare metal node. If the bare metal node boot mode is set to BIOS, then the driver has the capability to dynamically reconfigure the boot mode to UEFI and boot the system with UEFI mode. So there's no need to pre-configure the boot mode to UEFI. We have the disk image builder element and also a script for IPA to create the ISO image from the RAM disk and kernel so that it can be used by the IronMan driver. If you are interested in more detail about IronMan driver, we have online document available on the OpenStack Ironic website. The ironic deployment requires a keystone token to be passed from ironic conductor to the bare metal node. And ironic PXE driver cache the keystone token on the TFTP server. After you PXE boot the deployed kernel and RAM disk, then you use TFTP to retrieve the keystone token over the data network. Some users have concern about this approach because TFTP protocol is not secure, so keystone token is transferred in the clear text over the data network. So the management information is not separate from the data plane traffic. The IronMan driver addressed the security issue of the ironic PXE drivers. Install the keystone token and management information in a virtual floppy, and then it transfer this information to the bare metal node over the ILO encrypted management channel. It then used the ILO virtual CD-ROM to boot the deployed kernel and RAM disk, and the agent running on the bare metal node then retrieved the keystone token and the management information from the ILO virtual floppy. It then used that information to set up a iSCSI channel with the ironic conductor and use the keystone token to call back ironic conductor to retrieve the user image over the iSCSI channel. If the user provides the RAM disk and kernel to the ironic driver, to the IronMan driver, then this driver has the capability to dynamically generate the ISO image from the kernel and RAM disk and upload the image to the script so that it can be used for subsequent reboot using the ILO virtual CD-ROM. So there are several benefits of using IronMan PXE-less deployed drivers. The keystone token and the ironic management information transfer in a separate encrypted management channel, and there's no need to set up TFTP server and PXE environment. Bare metal node is booted through the ILO virtual media, which is more secure and reliable than TFTP. The IronMan driver provides the security enhancement, but it also maintains compatible performance with PXE deployment because it takes the hybrid approach. It passes the management information in a secure management channel, but the user image is transferred over the iSCSI over the higher speed data network. Next is demo time. So Renki is going to give demo of the iSCSI-ILO driver.
Thanks, Wan-yen. So we'll just go through a recorded demo. Yeah, for this demo, we'll use a ProLine DL580 machine, codenamed Silver Arrow, so which supports both the UEFI and BIOS boot modes. So let's just begin by building the images that are required for deployment. So we use the disk image builder to build the images. So we had added a new element named ISO, which can give bootable ISO images. Just cross-check the images. So we have a cloud image and it's bootable ISO image generated. So Ironic requires a deployment RAM disk for deploying. So we build a bootable ISO for the deployment RAM disk as well. So let's upload all these images to the glance. Just verifying if all the images are uploaded. The iSCSI-ILO driver was added in Ironic in Juno release, so it's enabled. So let's enroll the node with that driver. So we add the properties and other required things for enrolling the node. So we specify the boot mode as UEFI. So let's go back to the web. There is no virtual media mounted right now, and the node is currently in BIOS boot mode. So let's go and request a UEFI machine from Horizon. So the node is, let's edit the flavor to make sure that we ask Nova to give us a UEFI node. So we add the compute capabilities, boot mode as UEFI. So let's request an instance with this edited flavor. So we give the instance name and we select the flavor that we just changed. So we just select the image that we just uploaded to glance. And we add a network to the bare metal. So let's launch the instance right now. Let's check the ILO web so that it shows a boot mode change is happening. So and the virtual media is being mounted. So virtual floppy is used for passing the authentication token and the deployment information. And the node is booted using virtual media CD-ROM, which has the deployment kernel and deployment RAM disk. So the node is just booting up right now. So if we just go and check the boot mode again, so the node has booted in UEFI boot mode. So the node is just getting booted right now. The deployment RAM disk is being loaded onto the machine. The node just completed deployment. So let's go back and check the Horizon once. So the node is just active right now. So let's check the instance booting. So it has a virtual media attached right now, which is the way in which instance is booted every time. It's booted using virtual media CD-ROM. Yeah. And we see the instance booting again. So the image which we deploy to the instance is just booting right now on the machine. Yeah, and that's it. It's done. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.